Check, check. Hey, babe, can we turn that fan on low? Thank you. Hey, Bite, what's up, bud? Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, FNB, how you doing? It's time. It's kind of going to be a little bit of a short stream tonight, right now, because I'm getting started a lot later than I wanted to. We've had company like all day. All day we've had company, so. And then we're going out to dinner here shortly, so I'm not even going to be streaming an hour. I'm going to be trying to knock out a TLC here in just a minute. Hey, Judge Steele, how you doing, buddy? This is like my favorite one, right? Because this is the one where they like funnel right into the channel there and you can just kind of tear them up. Love it. Boom. All right, which TLC am I going to do? All right, I still have Plunder and Icebreaker. I want to do both of those. All right, I got more time to do Icebreaker, so I'm going to go ahead and do Plunder. This one right here, I need Skirmish, which that's my subs, and then Conquerors. So let's get her done. Let's get her done. This might be one for YouTube, folks. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping to be back on later. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping to be back on later. I know it's Sunday night, which is Fear the Walking Dead 2, and plus I got to work in the morning, so it's like I'm not going to be on like terrible late, but you know, I definitely want to be on. I want to get it done. See if I can knock this bad boy out.
History is turning into a white knuckle ride for sure. And things are going to get worse. Apparently.
Just want to kind of hide that one fleet just in case I get hit. I'm not saying I'm going to get hit, but if I do get hit, you know, I want to be able to. I want to be able to still play. You know what I mean? Yeah, so we're supposed to be going out for dinner. That's what my wife's telling me. We're going out for din-din.
We simply must.
So, well, I guess as soon as I finish this TLC. That was close. Now, doing this particular one, this is skirmish, so you could use, in fact, use Tide Seekers. But, you know, Tide Seekers got a really high build time. You know, it can take like 24 hours to repair those, depending on your build. These guys right here repair for me much faster, and it's possible to do them damage free. So, that's the main reason why I'm doing using these. Now, these Hellwraiths, I'm using Fire Twist torpedoes. I understand that Mayhem torpedoes are actually probably much better. I don't think they move as fast, but they're. I think the splash, from what I understand, is supposed to be a lot better. Come on, man. There we go. All right, that's all of the scouts. All right. I mean, obviously, you see there's a lot of finesse required because of the thermal ranges on the scouts. A lot of finesse is required. And if you surface too close to them, you can activate them too. But you see they're not very fast, and it's really not a horrible deficit. I actually spent a lot of time getting res already. I don't think I'm quite full. I don't know why it says I got any treasure chests when I didn't. I didn't get any treasure chests. That's a bug. Graphical error. Germany's Ben Stiller, how you doing, buddy? Now, if you took any damage, do not dock. It's because then you have to repair your subs before you can relaunch them. I didn't take any damage, fortunately. So, I still have Forsaken missions to do. I think my clock on my Forsaken missions right now, I'm down to 1 day and 2 hours, so I kind of really have to get those done tonight. So I definitely need to get back on here and stream again. Alright. If you can get a good tight stack on your ships, I definitely recommend doing it. A little trick that I've learned for getting the stack kind of tight on your ships is to meander a little bit. You know what I mean? Just kind of meander a little bit. You see how my stack is getting tighter and tighter. The edges of the range is a lot closer than it was. On this particular one too, quite honestly, if you can actually splash on like some of the other boats to take out scouts. So you don't have to worry about like getting super close to the scouts if you don't want to. You can actually just wait for them to get next to one of these hulks, and you can bring them, just splash them that way. Mayhem again would work better. Finesse. The distance between the thermal and the range in your torpedoes is like 1. So, I mean, it's like super tight. Super tight. Hi, Salty Sam. You know, those are probably like the best jokes of all time. That's what she said jokes. They're always funny. Away, oh my goodness. I have to watch myself. It's because when I get in close like that, I get like really anxious, and you know, you get like super anxious. I mean, it's really easy to start screwing up. So obviously you try not to do that. Screwing up equals bad. All right, see what I just did? I used one of the hulks to splash the scout, what was left. That's how it's done, folks. That's how it's done. right. Again, no damage, so I'm going to go ahead and dock it and take that res. The res these subs can hold, you see right there, is about 75 million. Just so you can see the build, I'll just highlight it real quick. So right here, you see the build. It's basically it's 12 fire twister torpedoes. I've got the B1Xs on there. Hydraulic resistor for concussive defense. Let me just go to that. All right, hydraulic resistor, stealth attack system 4. Sealed fire charge, that's extra splash and projectile speed. A blade of armor for explosive defense. And then the Cat 3 for flood proficiency. And ignoring sonar is always a mistake. A lot of people, they're like, oh, you don't got to worry about sonar anymore. You just worry about thermal. But there's no way to counter thermal. There is ways to counter sonar. And sonar can often be, you know, the one thing that you overlook that will bite you. Let me check my memory real quick. I'm already at 1.2 gig. Man. Look at that. Probably ought to refresh. Yeah, it's already too late. There's no retreat button. That's one thing I don't like about these particular TLCs. The lack of retreat options. These guys do move slow enough to, where you can probably, you know, should be able to get up really close to them. The scouts, these guys right here with the thermal on them, and just kind of like just edge them really close. But I got to be careful because I'm getting ready to surface. Let me go ahead and get away. Again, you don't want to get overly cocky. Dying is one way out. That is true. Man, you got to be careful there because when these things explode, obviously they put like big giant oil patches over there, and then you can instantly get like a speed upgrade when you don't want one. So you got to be really careful.
I've broken so many bones, but nothing's left the scars like the memory of you. If a piece of this breaks down, the rest of it falls apart.
I'm on you. Yeah, just a smidge. There we go. See where everything's at. So I've got 4 scouts left to kill. I've managed to avoid any oil slicks thus far. Hey Anders, how you doing? I do prefer the lower level ones. It seems like, you know, the scouts, if you can take them all out in one volley, and quite honestly, 12 times 5, that's 60 fire twisted torpedoes hitting at once. It should be enough to sink anything. I mean, anything. And but yet somehow these ships, they stand up to it. Blows my mind, really. Man, everything's like moving so freaking slow. Now those guys are all up in the way, and again, I don't want the oil slick, so I got to go all the way back around. This guy here's a small oil slick, so I'm going to go ahead and take him out. I'm not going to drive him too much. Whee! I'm here, Anders. I'm here, buddy. It's kind of a short stream right now. I really just wanted to knock out a TLC real quick before dinner. As soon as I finish this, we're probably going to take off. And then I do have to come back. I got to finish my Forsaken missions. I still haven't finished those. Oh, I got spotted. All right, I'm taking a hit. That means I can't dock. See, that one hit took half of one of my boats, and that was my Phantom too. If I lose my Phantom, I'm done. All right, so next is 4, and it says Conqueror. I need for 4 and 6 is Conqueror, is what it says right here. So this will be a Conqueror task, and for that, I know not everybody's got model gluttonies, but it's what I'm going to use, and the reason for that is because I could potentially do it without taking any damage. So, but before I do that, I had already saw that my memory use is pretty high, so I'm gonna go ahead and refresh real quick. Alright, so this right here is my model missile fleet, and I guess I'll go ahead and dock it real quick. I think I got some time. And just to show you guys what it looks like real quick. So basically, I'm just flagging with a Corvette right now. I went and built a Corvette just because I could. You know, they gave us those 10 extra dock slots, so I kind of felt like, okay, I got room. But let's see here. This is it right here. I just got the Corvette flag, and then I got 4 of these gluttonies right here, identical. Of course, I'm using metal missiles ×5. I do have a couple war platings, some penetrative plates, and a radioactive plate. And a lot of those are for obvious reasons, but obviously these ones right here, you know, they can be used to heal other Conqueror fleets if you have the armor points available. So that's why they're armored. I do have the Nautilus Battery 3, narrowed firing aperture that reduces the spread. Subaquatic propellant is what I'm using for projectile speed, countermeasure reload, and also cloak time. That adds additional cloak time. The resonance capacitor, now granted, this has to be active. So there is a field in here that is a resonance trigger. I believe it's under special abilities. So resonance trigger, yes, right here, friendly. So as long as I have these gluttonies, every gluttony in the fleet basically gets this buff. So as long as it's not the last gluttony I gotta die really, really quick. But as long as, you know, I have any others alive, then I get some of these other attributes. Plus it activates my resonance capacitor that gives me the damage buff as well as turret defense. Magnus 2, of course, for the combat speed. and cloak efficiency, and then advanced guidance system for the missile range, and it actually has retargeting too, but I've not really seen much advantage for the retargeting, to be honest with you. It doesn't seem to really affect the metal missile. So, oh yeah, you got your VXP weekend. Yeah, me too. Me too. Of course, well, I'm mostly recovered from the VXP weekend, quite honestly. Now, you don't want to screw up with your Corvette if you're using these right here. When I say screw up, I just mainly mean you don't want your Corvette next to your gluttonies when it dies. If it's some kind of splash weapon that kills it, or if it's something that kills the if it can do submersion damage, then it can damage your gluttonies, and you don't want that. Now, I don't have the splash. I know there's a lot of builds out there, a lot of players, and so my build may actually be kind of inferior to many that are out there. Because I don't have like the huge splash that a lot of people have on theirs. There we go. It's dead. So if my gluttonies would have been right next to it, that would have been really bad for me. Going to hold off on all of it in just a moment. If you notice the debuff icon, I've got two icons in the top right. One's a buff and one's a debuff. The buff is obviously coming off my own gluttonies. The debuff is most likely coming off the outpost. There was a special that came out that when equipped to the outpost, it nerfs your projectile speed. And so whenever you go into a base and you see that debuff icon on there like that, that means they have that special loaded on their outpost. And you put it on your outpost, it's got an infinite range. Going to kind of rim everything out of there. I just don't want anything distracting my Hey, Germany's been Stiller's watching me. Everybody finds my base. Don't kill me, man. Yeah, this thing's a lot of fun to watch, isn't it? I imagine if you're watching in the game, Germany, Ben Stiller, but if you're watching in the game, you probably can't see my subs all right now. Probably is a better view on my Twitch stream, quite honestly. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here one more time. I found I can do this particular target for free if I do it right. And what I like to do is obviously not concentrate. There's nothing in here now that can spot me. There's no more thermal. But if I can get up here and spot this, take out this outpost, a lot of these long-range turrets will go down. And then that'll make it so that I can go all the way in the second trip, or the next trip, and a lot easier. See, that was quite a number I just did on them, right? I'm gonna go all the way towards the back, and I'm really just gonna spot this one turret right here because it's a short range, and all these other turrets may die, just me driving back there. So I'm not gonna stop for any of them. Just gonna keep it moving. So I could have used with a little bit more turn speed, I think. If you're in my chat and you want to see this build, you can just type in Mudglut in the chat, and you can see this fleet. Alright, so next I've got the 5th one, which I'm back to skirmish. This is actually going to be my 5th survivor, so hopefully with this I'll acquire the badge. In the past, they've only awarded the badge the first time an event was released. So I don't know if that's still going to be the case. But we'll see. I mean, in theory, it should unlock it, but I just know, just thinking about Kixeye and their history, I'm not really stacked real tight, so it makes me a little nervous about getting in too close. If I could take out the 2nd one, then I'm going to start working on the ones on the bottom down there. All right. Man, my boats are jumping around a little bit. Usually that indicates a memory problem. Usually means it's a good idea to start refreshing, but... Now, I'm not over a gig yet, so... These things, they hurt so bad when they hit you. I mean, it's... The Phantom, the Phantom buffs your concussive damage and everything, so that's not really anything that you want to you don't want to lose the Phantom if you can help it.
You can't stop this show. It's fucking chronic, yo. It's fucking toxic like an alcoholic logic flow. It's catastrophic like a psychotic erotic code. Cause even though I wanna quit her, man, she kinda dope. I gotta go. I never slow down. Everybody.
Bite me, that's an 8-ball command now. You actually have to type an 8-ball. It's not wrong AI anymore. I switched bots and I can't get the new one to respond that way. So you actually have to type an 8-ball now. Dang it, man, I got spotted. That bites. At least it wasn't my Phantom that time.
fucking plan, and you know that I'ma make it. Oh, I'm the fucking man when I'm spitting in the studio. Feeling hella slam, cause I'm sucking down these fluids, yo. I'm about to throw down, I never slow down. From the bottom to the top, I fucking grow now. Chris Bryan in this bitch, I'm fucking pro now. Hitting home runs at every single show now.
Probably should have went after that scout, but they'll be all right.
Shots in my system of that whiskey. I'm the best in fucking town in this motherfucking city. Everybody knows me now cause I'm staying hella busy. Got the ladies all around thinking that I'm hella filthy cause I'm guilty, yo. You gon' hear me on the radio.
This is like really good copyright music. I mean, you know, it's a little heavy on the cursing, but I mean, it's definitely a quality production. Neffex, Neffex. I wonder what that stands for. Man, not going after that one scout back there probably is going to mess me up. Yeah, he's catching up to the big guy now. Crap. Yeah, messed me up. Should have went after the scout earlier. The big guy's got a much larger thermal range that you can't outrange. So even though you can't outrange the scout's thermal, the big guy's going to spot you first. And then once he spots you, anything else that has torpedoes can shoot at you. So they have, and the scout's got really long range torpedoes. So. There we go. Yeah, baby. Alright, I still got to pluck out that one scout. I just can't ignore everything else. If I start getting these oil slicks all over the place, it's going to make it really hard for me to go after that scout. No. Crap. It's alright. I'm not going to screw up. I'm not going to get frustrated. I'm not going to screw up. It's easy to do, but I'm going to keep my head on. I'm going to keep my head on. Keep my wits. Yay! Yay! All right. Hey, Scully, how you doing, buddy? Frogger? What's that? Alright, so next one's a Conqueror again. Check the memory. Memory's good. Holy crap, dude. Wow. That got me. That's hilarious. Alright. It's all good, buddy. Alright. Now, my Corvette's already dead, so that's not anything I gotta worry about this time around. A lot of things that you can do with the, if you are using the Muddle Gluttonies on this one, obviously, so you can use the splash to take out a lot of the guard. See if I can actually get close enough to... Alright, I can't. It's all good. Looks like my angles are just off. But there goes the one guard, so that's good. I'm not going to worry too much about a lot of these short turrets just yet. I'm mainly worried about getting the guard out of there at the moment. Alright, now I should be able to do this solo. Watch my surface time there. See this right here? I still got the debuff icon on this one too, but watch when the outpost goes down. That debuff will finally go away. One more guard boat. Alright, now go back and start softening up the turrets again. What debuff? That's a projectile speed debuff. It should be coming off the outpost. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Because you see it as soon as you go in. See the icon on the outpost? That pink one? That should be a projectile speed debuff. All right, see my debuff icon just went away. Yeah, when that special's equipped to the outpost, the range is infinite. All right, so that one's done. All right, so 7, another skirmish one. It's the last one. Just let me look at this real quick. If I can, I'm going to try to take a nature break. I got 18 minutes left, so I still have 18 minutes. I'm going to step away just for a second. I got to do a quick nature break. But I'm going to leave you with a really, really nice guy. He's going to say thank you. Hey folks, this is Price is Wrong. I want to take a moment to thank you for supporting my stream. I appreciate it very much. I'm on break right now. I'll be right back. I just nature break, getting a drink, you know, stuff. I'm just taking a break right now. But I do want to thank you for taking the time to tune in and for supporting my stream. Hopefully you've already clicked follow underneath the stream and turned on the notifications. There's Twitter links down there if you prefer to get notifications that I'm live that way. There's even a link to my Price is Wrong Facebook page. So there's a lot of different ways to follow. A lot of cool stuff you can do here in the chat while you're waiting. If you read some of the boxes underneath my stream, there's lots of cool stuff. If you want to know what you can do with credits, you know, or how to get credits, all that information's down there. If you'd like to know what kind of hardware I use, I'm pretty sure I'm trying to do my best, trying to do a really good job of keeping all that stuff up to date too. But anyway, if you've got any recommendations, things that you'd like to see here on my channel, please leave me a message. I'm always looking for new creative ways to entertain everybody. So thank you again for coming out and hanging out, making my stream better. So it's awesome. Thank you. Be right back. I told you he was a nice guy. All right, last one. Here we go. All right, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I need to check my memory again real quick before I go in. All right, I'm still in good shape. I don't really remember this one right at the top of my head. See how it goes. Where's the funny one? I'll play it for you if you want. Oh, I remember this one now. Alright, so yeah, this one right here. Last time I did this, I assumed this was like a subsonic cavitator type field. Like if I got next to it, it would surface me, but it didn't do it. All it did was really stop the that ship from moving. I do recall these guys being like super duper strong. I mean, look at that. right. I was worried about if you surface too close, you see it activates it, right? Which is bad. But activating the sub that ship down there is bad, but I'll be all right. We'll still work it. I did quite a bit of damage to him, so I'm pretty happy about that. This is another reason why you want to keep your Phantom Hellwraith happy, right? You want to keep them around because this would be a lot slower without the Phantom Hellwraith. You guys think I can kill it before I surface? Guess we're gambling. We did it. I'm scared. All right. Yeah, baby. I know this guy's going to be turning around here in a second. Let's see what happens. Yeah. It seems like all that's happening is I'm stopping the guy. There's some kind of debuff happening with me being inside that circle, but I have no idea what the debuff is. It might be damage. It might be a damage debuff. I mean, obviously it sees me because it's reacting to me being there. Maybe I'll drop a pinch on it and see what happens. Just to see if the damage goes down any quicker. This is actually, the pinch that I'm using is intended for, boy, that lasted like all of a half a second. The pinch that I dropped was actually intended for buildings, not ships. You want the long, there's this small long pinch is what I use for buildings, but there's a quick pinch, a small quick pinch that you can use for structures. And but I didn't have one loaded, so. All right, folks. That was it. And it looks like it gave me my badge. All right. So up in the top left corner, it looks as it says I got something new going on up there. So it looks like I did get my badge. That's the Plunder badge. And so now I have it. I have the Plunder badge. All right, awesome. Yay for me! Yay for me! And that's also my 5th survivor. The first time around the Plunder campaign, I only did 4. I intended to do 5, but because it ended on Monday, I didn't get to the last one. So that's pretty much why I didn't get it. I can still compete. I still can complete this 4 more times and get survivor build tokens if I need them. Really, that's all I would get at this point. I've done everything else, but I can repeat this over and over again for survivor build tokens. Anyway, I do want to thank everybody for joining, hanging out with me. I appreciate it very much. And I'm going to make it rain in the chat, but I'm also going to play you my intro and my outro because nobody's seen my intro yet. So for those that are interested, it is. And my outro. Stick around in the chat, and I'll be making it rain here momentarily.
Welcome to Battle Vortex.
The price is wrong, bitch.